So, yeah, great, amazing crowd. I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm even more grateful that you all are here. And my warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you, especially for our graduates. It was a very stressful week, especially for our dean. She will hold a speech right after me. And it is also the most important week for us, maybe in the year, to see, so to say, the results and the results that you have now from your studies. And so far, we are very, very proud and thankful that you put all the trust into us as SSBM. And also that you brought all your friends and relatives with you shows us how important this is to you, and we hope you have a great evening. And Mia told me that I can speak about quite everything, but not more than about 5 minutes. So my turn then is to give you, hopefully, a few inspiring ideas what you could do now with your title and all the competencies you've acquired here. And one of the first things that I had to do here, you see a famous person, you probably know his name. I had the same problem maybe as you here in the first 3 rows when I had to prepare my speech, because I had to start with a blank page, as you probably with your bachelor thesis, your DBA thesis and your MBA thesis. And this is maybe the first thing that I want to give you on your way, that when you move on now and get on even higher professional levels, that you never forget how it was when you were a student, and that you stay humble. And that is also something that I remind myself of. And so for preparing the speech, I went back and did my research and looked at what did others, far greater spirits than I am, say in this occasion. Yeah, and one of the first things I came up with is from Mr. Steve Jobs, from his famous Stanford commencement speech. Stay hungry, stay young, stay foolish, and as said, stay humble. So that was the essence already, and this is also what a good study is about, what a good course is about. It takes you hours and hours and hours, but what really then is important for the future is the essence that you draw from it. And the second famous speech that I listened to just a couple of years ago from Admiral McCracken, he had one advice, that when you start the day, and don't ask me how I did it today, that you always start by making your bed. Because that way you achieved already one thing in that day. And when you come back from a shitty day, when nothing really worked out, at least return to a made bed. So maybe this to prepare you also for backlashes. Even though that you have such a great day today, but there will be rainy days. But keep on then. And that is also what I took from the third mind, maybe the most known of the 3, from Winston Churchill. When he was quite old in his career, he held one speech that basically only consisted of the following words that I would also give to this climber. And that is, whenever you face adversity, never, never, never ever surrender. And that's also something that I saw from consultancy for over the years. Not those that had luck were successful, but those with grit that were never, never surrendering. So that was what I was taking from learning how others entered the idea of holding such a speech. And I hope that you, in some years, have reached those higher echelons, that you reach the top too. And it is you that is holding such a microphone. But remember one thing, on the top, you are very often alone. And even though that you will receive your certificate now alone, thankfully many of you have your friends and relatives with you, and that's a very good thing. So one further advice, never forget your friends, and never forget, if you are then on top, the people that brought you there. Everyone knows the British man that first climbed on Mount Everest, Sir Edmund Hillary. But he didn't get there alone. It was Norgay Tenzing who brought him. And so in that far, I want to honor Norgay Tenzing and ask yourself, who is your Norgay Tenzing? Who brought you here? And who will bring you further? And if you have such persons, like in this evening when we have our celebration dinner, then also think of your friends and never forget to celebrate. We are intelligences, but thankfully we are not artificial intelligences. And in so far, we are human beings with emotions. And when you've got a hard week, and when you've had hard work, never forget to celebrate too. And invite your friends. If it's on the beautiful Swiss mountain or in our cozy restaurant, where we invite you and we will join and hopefully have nice talks afterwards. Yeah, now I'm already near to giving the opportunity now to my great sister or brother in mind, yeah, my brother in arm, the great Mira Simcox, our dean, that had put so much of her work, of her blood, sweat, toil, and tears, and of her heart into preparation, not only of this ceremony, but I think you all of you know her. She did so great with the whole team that I also want to thank at this moment. But she also, I'm quite sure, helped you during the years that you studied here. And the only thing is that I still want to say, celebrate, have fun, remember us, come back to us, network with each other, and then adapted from Mr. Franklin, well done is better than well graduated. So you get in future judged not by the certificates, but what you really achieved in life. Thank you.